Hello, hello. It is Pat today doing not another response video to James Baber and his channel devoted to defeating Adventism, but rather I just wanted to do a very quick discussion as to why I'm even doing response videos to James Baber. So I appreciate you checking it out, and I look forward to seeing what you have to say in the comments section. Alright, so why did I start doing response video to James Baber and his channel devoted to defeating Adventism? Honestly, it's about the comments section. Although I agree with James sometimes, a lot of the time I feel like he is disingenuous because he has tons of the material. He reads a lot of that stuff. He's part of the former Adventist fellowship. You know, he knows the church inside and out. And because of that, I see that he takes a lot of the writings of Ellen White and quite a few of the statements from the church out of context. You know, that's not to argue whether he's right or wrong on any topic. It's just the simple fact that you know what the church's stance is on a statement, but you're just going to use that one statement and make it say what you want it to say, rather than reading it verbatim the way it's written. And after seeing that he did that a couple of times, I wanted to get into the comment section and I wanted to say some stuff. But I noticed in the comment section that you really can't do that because James likes to control the way that the comments take place. And I also noticed that in just the generalized comment section of his videos, he forces the comments to steer in a particular direction that doesn't allow the Seventh-day Adventist community to make their point known. So I realized that there was no point in getting into the comment section. Now, if you go to the very first video that I've ever posted on this channel, it's just a couple minutes long, and I'm not even in it. It's just an audio thing. It's like 2 years old. And it said, hey, I just posted this channel. I don't know what I'm really going to use it for, but I just wanted to go ahead and throw this up here in case I use it later. And now here I am, I'm using it. And right now I'm doing a response series to AcademyApologia. I'm not focused on James in particular. I just felt like I should start a response series to him. Now, with that said, once I get caught up with where he's at on his short videos, I do not know what I'm going to do with the channel after that. You know, I'm not hyper focused on him specifically. So there's no telling where this channel will go or anything like that. But I felt like doing a response video to a video was a better way to be in the comments section. You know, it was a better way for me to make my point, to get my point across on how to respond to the material being presented without having my comments steered in a particular direction or having my comments ignored and or just outright deleted, as James clearly does, as you can see in this particular video titled James Baber of AcademyApologia Refuses to Answer a Simple Question. So now that I'm actually posting videos, I see that happening in my channel. There's quite a few commenters that come in and they're very accusatory, but they don't want to actually dialogue. They're pointing the finger, and when they are presented with questions, they don't answer questions, they respond with questions, or they just throw up a Bible verse. They don't even show the verse, they'll just, quote a single line like Matthew 6:10 or something like that. They're not reading it, so I have to go look it up. The problem with that is that the whole reason these people are in the comment section is that we have a different interpretation of Scripture. So to use Scripture to discuss the fact that we have a disagreement with how to interpret Scripture is kind of a problem. You may be looking at that verse and reading it in a different way than I am, so you're kind of not getting your point across by doing that. So I'd love to actually have genuine dialogue with the people in the comment section that are doing that, but you can't. They're presenting accusatory statements. They're moving the comment thread from one video to another video just so that they can be seen on each video, rather than having the dialogue of that particular topic stay on one thread. And rather than having a genuine conversation by asking questions presented to them, they respond with questions. Answering a question with a question is not the answer to a question. That's not how it works. I've actually presented a couple of questions that almost kind of just have a yes or no response, and that's not happening. And that is a prime example as to why I started responding to James Baber in this form. The comment section is not a platform where you're going to get your point across when the person on the other end is already, 100% made up their mind, and the other person on the other end has already made up their mind as well. It's like two bricks smashing into each other, while at the same time, in a particular way, refusing to actually have genuine dialogue because questions are being ignored. Questions are being the response to questions. Conversations are being moved to different videos rather than staying on point, on topic. It's just sad to see that happen. The tone of the conversations aren't the type of tone that you would think a Christian would have. It's frustrating and aggravating for Christians to have an opinion and for their opinion to not be heard in the comments section. Which is why I started this video series to begin with in response to James Baber, because I knew that would occur on his channel. As I've pointed out in other videos, James loves to be in control of how comments occur. James loves to demand that if they don't do it how he wants, that he's going to remove their comments, that he's going to delete their comments. So if you go to his channel and it seems like he's getting 100% praise and no responses, that's because he's deleting the responses. And this is my comment. These are my comments to his videos, because I know that they can't get moderated if I do it in this form. So that's why I'm doing this. And after I get caught up with his short videos, I don't know what I'm going to continue to do with the channel. But right now, I'm pretty close to getting caught up with him. And I'm going to continue to pray about what direction I should go, if anything. So God bless, and thanks for taking the time to listen to what I had to say today.